Now, if you're hypothyroid, is it okay to do a ketogenic diet? This was the number 2 question that was most commonly asked. And now this is a trickier one. It's not so cut and dry. So let me walk you through it. The thyroid is very, very connected to the adrenals. If you're stressed out, you're going to be producing more reverse T3, and that's going to be causing you hypothyroid-like symptoms, even if your thyroid function looks normal on a lab, okay? You need to evaluate your reverse T3. If your reverse T3 is elevated, then you're probably stressed out, okay? Hypothyroidism, a very, very common issue with hypothyroidism is Hashimoto's. That is the autoimmune thyroid, and that is typically associated with leaky gut and gluten and other food things that you need to look at, and environmental toxins as well. And the Thyroid Secret is actually just live today. My friend and colleague Isabella Wentz just went live with that as well. So if you want to go to Thyroid Secret to learn more about hypothyroidism, you can go check out her content today, and it's going on this week. So you need to support your adrenals. Next thing you need to do, you need to understand, is the ketogenic diet is very anti-inflammatory. And if the ketogenic diet is very anti-inflammatory, it can actually help those who have hypothyroid-like symptoms or have hypothyroid labs, okay? So it's not a total cut and dry yes or no, okay? It depends on how severe hypothyroid you are. If you're severely hypothyroid, then no. You know, you got some work to do. But if you're just kind of on the fence, ketogenic diet might help you get there, because carbohydrates, eating too much, is very inflammatory, and inflammation can cause hypothyroid-like symptoms. And ketones are a way more efficient fuel. So by default, you might actually see a lower T3 level on your lab, okay? So if you're following a ketogenic diet and your T3 levels are lower than they were before, that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to stop the ketogenic diet unless advised by your doctor. It could be a sign that you are actually more efficient, okay? It's more efficient, because what does the thyroid actually do? It stimulates your metabolism. If you are following a ketogenic diet, then your metabolism is way more efficient than if you're following a diet that is using a higher protein, higher carbohydrate diet. So if you're more efficient, then should your thyroid have to work as hard? No. So it is a natural adjustment that is happening in your body. Now, if it drops really low, then yes, you need to check that out and work with your doctor. Again, it's not cut and dry. So carbs at night. A lot of people, myself included, when I was keto for a little while, I'm not keto, I don't follow the ketogenic diet, but I'm very low, I'm more low carb, okay? I'm kind of moderate carb. But if you're on the ketogenic diet, have more carbs at night, because that will prevent you from having the binge and the urges of shooting for the carbs. So, and carbs will definitely give people more that sense of energy. If you're binging and if you're hypothyroid, you're craving more energy. So it's going to be harder for you to get rid of the carb binging. But again, if you go keto, then that desire for binging and the carbohydrates goes down. So maybe you're not going to full keto if you're hypothyroid, and again, it's not cut and dry. If you're severely hypothyroid, talk with your doctor, obviously, and work with them. If you're slightly hypothyroid, talk with your doctor again, and be aware of these things that you should be considering, and just start following a lower carb diet. And there's a great app called Chronometer that was introduced by my friend Waco. And Chronometer is something that's spelled C-R-O-N-O meter that you can get in the App Store. I use it on my iPhone. I just started using it the last couple days. And my total net carbs for the day is a lot lower than it used to be, because I'm actually tracking it. If you're not tracking what you're eating, you are not aware of how many carbs you're eating, okay? So again, if you're hypothyroid, it's not cut and dry. I hope these things support you and get you the information that you were looking for. So I could spend another hour on this alone.